Hey everyone, welcome to Good Day Google Plus, and it's Secret Crush Day on Good Day Google Plus.
So if you have a secret crush on someone in the panel, make sure you put it in the comments.
You guys are totally making me blush right now. Not even lying.
Oh, wow, you're easy. Let's go. How long do we have to make Shannon blush? It's on.
Shannon's the one that does write that in bathrooms. If he is easy, call, area code.
I don't get embarrassed very often, but right now I'm completely embarrassed. I don't know why.
Well, now that I know that, totally on every time I have a hangout with you, Shannon. So
Great.
I hope you enjoyed your your non-blushing days.
Gee, thank you. I know.
And here comes my sister Thelma. And for those of you that don't know, Mia Voss is Thelma to my Louise. And we are Thelma and Louise. Hey Mia, thanks for joining us.
Hi, Louise.
Very good to see you. Well, we're just getting started here. It's Secret Crush Day on Good Day Google Plus.
Oh boy.
Oh
boy.
Ooh, I like it.
We're outing the Shan Man, and and we just want to make him more embarrassed. That's a whole show.
You can ask Mia this question. I rarely get embarrassed. I rarely get embarrassed about anything.
Bra blush.
Oh wait,
blush?
I forgot my tiara.
I was gonna say, wow, something's missing. Girlfriends.
Well, we're here today for art and social media, or pretty much anything else you want to talk about. So if you have questions for our panelists, please leave them in the comment tracker, and as long as the comment tracker is working, we'll pull them up. So I am using the beta version of it today. Hopefully that'll work a little better. But let me introduce my panel real quick. And all the way to the far side, I have got a man that needs no introduction, Guy Kawasaki. How you doing, buddy?
Hi, I'm doing great. Just got back from CES, so and today is a very important day in my life because, to my utter amazement, this morning I had like 4 hours of sleep last night, but I played hockey at 6:30 this morning, and I don't know how, but I scored 6 goals today. So
wow.
Yeah, even my son was amazed.
Stuart Scott would have said "booyah" 6 times.
That's awesome.
So I may never play hockey again because it's just never gonna get any better than today.
That's a double
Walks
hat
off the
trick.
field.
You have become the Bobby Hull of social media.
I think that's a positive thing, but okay.
Old-time hockey. Now, was that ice hockey or street hockey?
No, ice.
Ice hockey.
Oh yeah.
Wow. And where did you learn what age did you learn to skate?
48.
Really?
Yeah.
You're lying. You're lying.
What? What do you mean lying? I was born and raised in Hawaii. What, do you think we have pond hockey in Hawaii?
Well, that's what I was wondering. But you're like 45 years old, so you just added.
No.
So he just regressed.
You're Benjamin Button.
The only kind of ponds we have in Hawaii have koi in them, so.
Can't ice skate on koi.
No, you can't.
No. Oh well. Well, I'm very happy to hear then that there is some hope. I mean, I'm 61, so it is a little late for me to learn ice skating.
I'm 61.
Are you really?
Yeah.
No way.
Well, I'm 60. I mean.
Yeah, you just turned 60. I was gonna say, what, I miss a year or something?
Yeah, but I mean, once you get past 50, you just round up.
Not when you're a girl. You always round down. And you never say how old you are, so the rounding is not even necessary.
I know. I don't even want to guess anymore at women's ages because sometimes I get too close, and that bothers me. So
Yeah, don't fall for that trick. The guess how old I am thing, don't fall for that one.
No.
Just get yourself in trouble.
Anyway,
when you say too close, you mean too close to the right age or too close physically to the woman?
No, never.
That's a good question.
Just clarifying.
I like to always be within groping range, even if I don't.
Okay.
Good thing we're at a hangout.
Yeah. But anyway, so next guy we have my sister Thelma, who I introduced earlier. Mia, how you doing?
Hey, Brother Luis, how are you? I'm sorry, but this is going to be a crack-up show, just like it was the last time I was on the show with Guy and Peg. This is going to be a laugh fest, I can tell. I'm doing great. It's good to see everybody. I want to hear about CES when we get to it, Guy, because I was going to ask if anybody had been, and I'm nerding out. I can't wait to hear what happened.
Well, I don't want to burst your bubble, but I didn't get to the show. I just went for one thing.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, literally, I didn't see anything.
Did you give a drive-by just like this? Hey.
Yeah.
No, I
That's
literally,
fun.
yeah, I didn't even get a badge.
You didn't even get to smell the technology.
No, no.
Oh, man. Well, it's good to be here, Chef. Thanks for having me on.
Oh, my pleasure. Thanks for jumping on after your show.
Yep.
Then, of course, from the snowy Northeast, Peg Fitzpatrick.
Hello. Thanks for having me. I'm doing my tiara. Mia and I like to wear our tiaras.
I see, and you've got your real one on. Mia does have the real one somewhere.
I do, but I defer to Peg's always. Mine's a Miara. That is.
All right.
Although she does have the Mickey Mouse hand.
Dude, where is it? Hey. And the yay wine sign always has to come out too. Those are my props.
She's ready for any occasion.
I'm ready to throw down.
And then for our Secret Crush Day, we have Shannon Hernandez. How you doing, buddy?
Hi, everyone. It's great to be here. Thanks for inviting me, Chef. I do appreciate it. I think it's my first hangout with Peg and Guy. Very first one, so.
Yeah, thanks.
But
And now we
boy
know
crush.
who blushes. We know who blushes, so.
Yeah, that's like the great first impression for both you and Guy. Like, oh, you know how to make me blush. Like, someone's got a crush on you. What are you talking about?
I don't know if even Sheila's in the house yet.
She was. Hi, Sheila. I know you were there a few minutes ago.
There she is.
I was gonna say, are you talking about Sheila Hensley? Because I think that's who. Yeah.
Yeah, we're just
her.
giving Shannon like the hardest time possible.
There you go.
It's
Sheila,
like
put a comment up.
it's always different whenever you're on, like, you're sitting there and you're typing out your message, and then you're like, oh, she's like, I got a Google crush on you. And then you're like, oh yeah, and you just write it all out, and you're like, oh yeah, that's awesome, we have a Google crush. And then Peg gets into the room and she starts making me blush. I'm like, stop it.
Well, I gotta go watch the replay for that.
I used to do that hashtag social media crush. It happened.
Different between, yeah, okay. I'm picking up what you're throwing down.
Picking it up. Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
Hashtag.
Thank you. Anyway.
Hashtag blushing. Hashtag Shannon. Hashtag.
And then I'll be like, hashtag breaking up with Peg Fitzpatrick today.
Aww.
Oh.
All right. Whatever.
The fickle one. You have to watch him.
I guess so. Sheila, you think about that.
Hey, you guys are gonna see me drop in and out of this because I don't know why. Whenever I do hangouts at home, after like 10 minutes, the sound just goes to crap, and so I'm gonna drop in and out, and it's not because I have ADHD. But,
Well, not only because of that.
somebody's using up the bandwidth at our house. I keep telling Bane to stop using the
He
internet.
can't help it. He's like posting on Instagram. He's like, dogs of Instagram. Pause up for Dean.
Very wet.
Okay, his little pug Bane is so adorable. And when I go to California, I stay at Guy's house. And the last time I was doing a hangout, Bane didn't know I was there because I got in late at night and I was talking, and bam, the door like burst open and the dog like ran in. And they did like a little special guest appearance. I was like, "Hey, dogs!" It's just like being at home because my dog does that to me all the time. You
He's
close
like,
the door.
Yeah.
It must be that crummy Silicon Valley Wi-Fi you have going on, guys.
Hey, but I did like Peg. That was very ghetto. That hey dog.
Pardon?
That was very ghetto of you. That hey dog.
What up, dogs of Instagram? I know it's going down. You got it. You have to get your hashtags right on the right platform. That's one of the things. Pets of Instagram, like they are. People
Huge.
love
Oh,
them
yeah.
on Instagram.
I do cats of Instagram.
Do you love Little Bub or Grouchy Cat or Grumpy Cat? Sorry.
Like, you just look up cats of Instagram on Instagram, and there's like cats of all types of moods everywhere.
But have you seen Lil Bub? Little Bub is the cat
No.
with like His little tongue sticking out.
Oh no,
So cute.
I do follow though on Instagram cats with their
Cats with their
tongues
tongues
out.
out. You got me started on cats with their tongues out.
Yeah. You,
That could be from Little Bub, though.
if you
I think
follow
so.
it, it probably is. Go find it. Cats with their tongues out. Is it cats with their tongues out or cats with their tongues sticking out? It's one of
I
those.
think it's
And
cats with their tongues out, yeah. I gotta
what
find that
I'll,
one.
yeah, I have a buddy of mine who hates cats, and so what I do is I always take a screenshot of the newest post of that Instagram account and I send it off to him, and he's like, "Why? Why do you send me this stuff?" I'm like, "Why not?"
Stop torturing me. You know, I did a post of Lily the other day, one of the cats, and did cats of Instagram, and then it was her grumpy cat thing. And all of a sudden, I got all these people with cats as their profile liking it. I think they're just looking around like, waiting for somebody's cat to do something.
See, Little
Oh,
Bub?
wait.
Oh,
Yeah.
there it is.
She always has her tongue out, and I honestly, like, she's super famous. There's Little Bub stuffed animals.
Oh.
Oh my god.
She's like the boo of kitties.
She is. Oh, I love it.
So anyway, if you want, yeah, follow Lil Bub. Not
I also introduced Mia to there's a guy named Blasco. You guys should know Ozzy Osbourne, right? You should know Ozzy Osbourne. And Ozzy Osbourne has had this bassist or has this bassist named Blasco, and you know he's this total heavy metal dude. He kind of looks a little like me, but like with a bushier beard, long black hair. But he loves cats, and you're like, this heavy metal dude. You think he'd be into like the devil and Satan and everything? No, he's all into cats.
That's his
where I-
Instagram.
That's his Instagram. It's all about
Yeah.
cats.
It's Blasco is a 1313, I think. That's his.
Yeah,
Name.
and
That's
there's a
Shannon
book
and I
out.
knew.
There's a book out there called Heavy Metal Dudes with Cats.
It's a niche audience.
It totally is. It's horrible.
Well, speaking of cats, not cats. Speaking of books, let's talk about your book for a little bit, Guy and Peg. Your art of social media, because I know we got a lot of people hoping to hear something about that are in the house today.
I think we definitely did not talk about cats at all in our book.
No cats in your book?
Wait, I think Catterday hashtag.
Right. And that's enough.
That's all we needed for Google Plus was Catterday.
Yeah.
Guy, do you want to share about the book?
Oh,
You have to
yeah.
unmute. Unmute?
You guys have 186 customer reviews on it already.
He said, I am the
Amazon.
best co-author ever. I could totally lip read. He's
I-
like, Peg is amazing. No, I'm just kidding.
She's so great. It's so great that I'm gonna leave the hangout.
Yeah, she can
She's
do
got
it
this
all.
covered. She's got
Drop
this
the
covered.
mic.
Totally do it. Okay, so there's two stories to the little birth of our book. I'll start with mine, and then when Guy comes on, he can tell his. But basically, the reason that we wrote the book is because a lot of people ask.
Can you hear me now?
Yes,
Oh, hallelujah.
it's okay. I could read your lips. I said, you were talking about how awesome I was.
That's right. That's right.
I was actually just starting into the story of why we decided to write the book. So I was telling my side, and then you can tell your version.
Well, my
Okay.
version is only one sentence. It's royalty.
That's one word. So that guy's. Mine was because we get asked a lot, like how we do everything that we do. Like, how do I do everything that I do on social media? How am I in Google Plus and Facebook? And those aren't questions that you can answer really short, like in a tweet or a Google Plus post or a blog post. It's a really long answer. So Guy and I got together and we wrote this. We tested everything in it. And we wanted to just throw out, because basically we're both like guerrilla marketers and we bootstrap. We don't spend tons of money. That's one of the things that people are surprised about, is that everything that I do is like free. I mean, I'm not free, but what I do is free. I'm free to me. But I mean, we don't spend, tons of money on design work or, promotional things. We just work really hard. So the things that we do are things that other people can also do, which is why we wanted to share how we do it. It's not easy, and it's fun. It's a lot of work. So what we wanted to do is just break it down, give an overview. So that was kind of how the book sort of came about.
Really? Are we talking about the same book? I thought this is the book that you told me we should write, and for 1 year I told you no, we shouldn't write it, and then finally I gave up and I started writing, and then
Yeah, it's that one.
I think that's what they call the rest of the story right there.
yeah.
The rest of the story is I wanted. Well, yeah. So I know I need to start working on you for the next one because
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Peg is truly the mother of this book.
I have lots of children. I have more children in me, guys. So be ready. Just book children. Just book children. Regular children, totally done with that.
Yeah.
I'm full up there.
I've been clipped.
That's good to know.
I was like,
too much information at the same time.
Hashtag, guys.
I was like, are you talking about a video clip we can use later? And then I was like, oh.
Wait,
Oh my God,
I'll
one for
show
you.
you. Wait, speaking of babies,
Oh,
how cute
listen.
is that?
That baby is off the chain.
That's my little grandson, if you can believe it. But how adorable is he? He's thinking.
Oh, I've been stalking you on Facebook or on social media over the holidays. I'm like, look at baby.
He's so cute. I really only post pictures of him on my personal Facebook page. I don't like Google Plus. You know, like you have 700,000 followers. It's not the baby picture place, so at least that's how I feel.
No, it's on Facebook and it is perfect because it's your personal one, absolutely. And so I go over there. I'm like, it's great during the holidays. I'm like, look what Peg's doing. Look at the baby.
He's adorable. So yeah, books. Do we want to talk more about the book, Guy? Do you want to share?
Yeah, sure. So basically, this book is several hundred tips, very tactical, very practical. It contains 0 duhisms, and by a duhism I mean, many books you read about social media say you should be open, you should be transparent, you should be honest, you should engage. And we don't have any of that kind of crap. We're just like, this is how to have a good avatar, this is a good profile, this is how to comment, how to curate, how to link your blog, how to socialize a meeting. It's completely practical and tactical because that's the level we live at.
Well, I think a lot of people forget about that level is what the problem is.
Yeah.
They're looking for that magic bullet to get them to that next level, and in the meantime, their profile is crap.
Right. You know, it's helpful for people like us to have shows because people come to us all the time, and it's more that, hey, you have a few minutes, could you help me with, right? Which kills you. Now I'm like, you know what? Go buy that book.
Yeah, man.
Go buy that book.
The one where we featured Mia, Mia's Hangout series.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Let's see what page Mia's on. But we did, Mia, because you do run an excellent show, and you do as well, Chef. And there's a zillion pieces. It's not something that you can say, oh, by the way, Mia, can you send me a private message and tell me how to be a Hangout host? Sure, because I've only been doing it for a couple of years, and there's only 800 moving parts.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Which, by the way, I got an email last week that I was gonna, if I waited a week, I was gonna get the free copy of it, and I'm like, oh, I'll just get the. And now I'm gonna go buy it. Watch this. Buy with one click.
Oh no! I already bought it. $10 in your wallet, there, Guy.
Actually, Mia, did we send you a copy, Mia?
No.
Send me your email address. We have to send you a signed one. Anyway, I want to say though, being a Google Plus host is hands down the hardest part of social media. Like of all the things that you do, like the one that you cannot jump in and just say, I think I'll try this. No. It takes, number one, you need to, of course, build a Google Plus audience, but all the technology for Google is challenging. I love it. Of course, you guys love it too, but it's definitely not something you can step in without guidance.
I seriously think, the people who made the Hangout interface, they sat down one day and they said, how can we make it the least intuitive site on the internet? Like, let's make this little icon stand for a toolbox and we'll move it around, and instead of saying mute, we'll put a thing that looks like a microphone, except no one over 30 years old has ever seen a microphone that looks like that. incredible.
Is
Oh,
that the thing? Like, is drop the mic? Does that mean microphone?
Yeah.
is that what that means? You know what? I had somebody ask me the other day. Another one would be the comment tracker. Let's make a comment tracker that doesn't work, and then you can't put a link, because I get when people ask me to explain it, and it's so. Now I know it because I've had to work so hard at it. They're always like, "What the?" I get the WTF a lot.
Yeah.
They're like, "That's so hard to do." I'm like, "Hey, I didn't make it up. I just learned how to do it."
Yeah.
I know. And then after you finally do learn how everything works,
Yeah.
Google has this board that they spin every day.
Yeah.
Get a break.
I think it was, they got all the people who worked on Microsoft Word who got fired, and they hired them for
I honestly wish the Google Plus people would test it more themselves just to see what it's like from a user standpoint. Because, boy, every time you go in and something's different, you're like, today it's, I did one yesterday, it'll be the same. Oh, no, it's a different day.
But
Of course it's not.
all those Google Plus people have people.
Yeah, they
Right.
do have people.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh.
I have Peg.
I am a person.
Peggy's a peg.
Peg is a machine. She's not a person.
Peg.
I am not a weekly on-air host, but I have to say I think I do a pretty darn good job of pulling the pieces together when I need to.
Let me tell you something. I was nerding out, and I was wondering if you had a hard time with the Gary Vee show. Oh, that was good. You guys crushed on that one.
He was. Would you like to admit a social media crush at the moment? Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. Bordering on, yeah. Possibly.
With no blushing?
You may need adult diapers when you mentioned.
I do. You're right.
The interesting thing is that Gary had a whole bunch of tech problems getting on, but he's got people. Here's the thing, Gary's straight up honest about it. He runs an awesome show, Ask Gary Vee show. He's got a team of people that are working on that. He's got video producers. He's got people helping with the script, the editing, the setup.
Yeah.
He's got a huge office of people, and he decided that he wanted to redo his show because he loves it, and created a great fun format. He's got a team of 5 people working on it. Sometimes I have little fantasies maybe I could have a team of people doing my video editing, and then I'm like, okay, Peggy, just go learn it. You can do it. I'm like, I can learn it. So that's what I'm working on next. But it's sometimes it's good to know. Go ahead.
But speaking as me, I feel like I have a team of 5 people. It's just one person. It's Peg.
And thankfully, I don't need a lot of sleep.
We need a clone Peg program.
That would be
Maybe
awesome.
we talk to NASA about that. You're right about Gary Vee, because the thing I love about his show is everybody's right there. There's no change. It's totally transparent. That whole team is right there when you watch his show.
Yeah, he's like, he talks to them to tell them to edit and stuff. But I like to point that out because sometimes when people are new, they don't realize people like Gary Vee. Guy is 100% straight up. Yeah, you're back. Guy is honest about having a team. Gary is honest about having a team. A lot of people that have lots of followers have a team of people. It is not one person, and people get miffy sometimes. They think, Guy has people that help him. Well, he's honest about it. Good for him. But that doesn't mean that, you just don't realize how many of the big people do have a team of people. So most people themselves can't recreate everything that one person and their team can do.
Unless you're Peg Fitzpatrick.
Unless you're me.
Really?
And if you want to learn how to do it, if I did write a book that shares a pretty darn good amount of what I do.
So basically, you can spend $10 and buy our book, or you can spend $500,000 and hire an agency. It's up to you.
I thought I was getting a raise. I was so excited for me.
Yeah.
$500,000. Yes. Yeah, I have to say that would make me blush, but it didn't happen. So
More like faint, blush, and then pass out.
Blush and then start internet shopping.
Hey, Peg, who else do you have a social media crush on other than Gary?
This is the super dorkiest one, and I'll totally fess up to it. Rand Fishkin, which is funny because I am not an SEO person at all. Guy and I say we are not SEO people, but he's coming over to my side and talking about social media optimization. It makes me happy.
You like that mustache of his. That's what you like.
Whiteboard Fridays the intro music to that is so freaking dorky. It makes me happy.
I love Whiteboard Fridays.
Whiteboard. I want my own Whiteboard Friday. So I'm doing a webinar next week, and Garrett and actually Rand is doing part of it, and I'm doing part of it. So.
Nerd alert. He is cute, though. Cute and smart. You gotta love that.
So if you had to pick one, well, let's see. I got a follow-up question to this one, but who's your third social media crush after that?
Now we're going to. I will say Marie.
Because
Forleo. I have a girlfriend. Marie Forleo. She is amazing. I talk about people with a team behind her. She's got her studio set up. She's ridiculously smart. Her videos every week provide amazing content. She works with all the best people. She has a hair team. I need a hair team.
A hair team?
Yeah, she's got a stylist and people that do her hair and makeup.
I think Drybar. We need Drybar. Yours, right? Let's get Drybar.
I love Drybar. Mm-hmm. No, I do. Guy knows I do. Guy's like,
I do too.
Look at Guy's face. He's like, you're such a dork.
Wait, what is it when you go to the cities? You're like, where's the Drybar?
I am, and guy will call me. We'll do a thing, and then he's like, I'm going to work out. He's like, where are you? I'm like, I'm at the Drybar. He's like, are you kidding me? I'm like, nope. And then if you want to know why it works, look at my picture in Ink magazine. My hair looks amazing. Look at me when we were on TV. Drybar, awesome hair. Come on.
I thought I lost 7 Drybar gift certificates, so I tweeted the CEO of Drybar. And she responded in less than an hour, and she replaced them, and it was like pretty amazing.
She's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, but seriously, look how curly my hair is.
And she sent me some shampoo and conditioner.
That you could have sent to Peg, probably, right?
Yeah, no,
I don't need this.
No, Guy actually said he hooked me. He gave me the awesome hookup. He's awesome.
So, Peg, if you had to write a book with one of those 3 people, it could only be one of those 3 people, who would it be?
Obviously Marie Forleo.
Okay. All right.
I would die of boredom if I wrote a book on SEO.
I would hold your iPad for that. I would sit off to the side and just hold it.
I could write that book with you, Peg. It would be, it would be one chapter, and all the text would be write good shit. That's it. That's the whole book.
It would be so.
That sums it up.
It could be like a comic strip.
Yeah.
I turned my marketing plan for 2015 is talking to cool people doing cool shit. So it's in the same vein. My marketing or my crush is that your BFF is Rebecca.
Oh yeah. Well, she's my bestie. I can only share so much, but.
Oh.
I know. I like it when you throw me a bone because she is awesome. Rebecca, yeah.
Guy loves Rebecca too.
Do you guys ever read her Facebook post whenever she's having a joke with her husband Dean, and I sit and I laugh because it's such couple humor, and I'm not even with someone, and you're like, that's a cute couple.
Dean and Rebecca are awesome. One time Rebecca was like, she was having some, how we are as bloggers, we have blogging crisis, something crucial, should I name it this, or which photo's better, this or this? Well, Rebecca and I are blogging buddies, so we do all that together, and one day she was trying to talk to Dean, and he was like, is Peggy traveling or something? Why are you asking me this? And that's husband or wife of a blogger, does the title really matter? And you're like, what?
Offended.
Dean is funny though. Dean, I follow his Google Plus, and he shares some of the funniest stuff, and I'm like, oh, that's a +1 for sure.
Yeah, Dean is our sense of humor, for sure. Yeah, he's a little feisty.
Dean likes bacon.
Dean likes bacon.
Bacon and donuts, that thing that Chef we were talking about in the green room that he can't have now.
Well, bacon I can still eat. Donuts I have to stay away from. And Mia, what was that?
Bacon is okay.
Bacon's fine.
Without the gluten-free bacon.
Are you doing paleo, Chef? Are you doing the paleo diet?
No, just gluten-free.
Wait, so bacon is okay? Yeah.
Bacon's a-okay.
It depends on what kind of discussion we're having.
But my bacon,
bacon every day.
My bacon always comes on pancakes, though.
Well, I did find a very good.
Bacon always comes on those delicious carbs.
when I started going gluten-free, there was a comedian who actually just passed away, and his favorite saying was, "I don't know what gluten is, but evidently it's delicious."
That is a true story.
True story, true story. But no, I just changed my way of thinking. But bacon's still a good thing. And I eat gluten-free bread or gluten-free waffles, and they're actually pretty good too. So
You're going to be crying tomorrow with that food and booze show.
I know. I'm just glad they didn't give me that. We were at this place yesterday, the Florida Key Lime Pie Company, and they had mushies, and they were their pies and stuff mushed together in these jars and with other flavors. And they had a Jamaican chef that came up with a couple for them. One was, "I fell off me bike and crapped me pants." That was one of the flavors.
Something
Jamaican me
involving poop
sick.
as well.
Yeah, pelican poop was the other one.
Jamaican me sick.
It looked really good, though. They didn't crack
What
it.
about Jamocha? Crazy. Because you could do Jamocha. All right, wait. Everybody else has to admit at least one social media crush. It's not a real crush. It's just someone in social media who you think is awesome. Since I fessed up, Mia fessed up. I think Mia, Shannon didn't.
I don't have to
his
play
either.
this game.
We hate to make you blush again. Really,
Peg,
not really.
you're my new best friend. You know that? You're my new best friend.
Uh-huh.
Funny peg hashtags like.
I'm stealing her,
Big
guy.
Peg.
I'm stealing her away from you.
Yeah, good luck.
You can't afford her.
He's like, what?
Actually, one conference that we were at, a Blogger conference a couple years ago, guy was introducing me, and he was like, listen, he got like super harsh, and he was like, nobody here can steal her away. I'm going to say her name, but don't even go up and talk to her later. And people still say, are you the one we're not supposed to talk to?
I think it's like that scene where the pelicans are going, mine, 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 mine.
Yeah. Well, because then what inevitably happens is I get the emails like, hey, we'd love to hire you. And I'm like, I am not for hire. I am busy. I refer all my business away.
But Peg, to be more accurate, you get the emails that say, well, could you just give me some free advice?
I know, I get those all the time. Could we just have... I had actually a local author, believe it or not, a guy in a neighboring town was like, you know, I live really close to you. I saw your thing, and I don't even know, I think maybe it was the Inc. magazine. I saw you in Inc. magazine, and I'm writing a book. I'd love for you to give me advice. Can we have lunch? I'm like...
Yeah, don't ask for advice.
Oh.
You should, but now, as Mia points out, you know, we just provide a link and you say, yeah, all my advice is here, and it goes right to Amazon.
Right. Well, what he wanted was for me to market his book, you know, over lunch, because it's totally easy to just...
Well,
Was his name Joe Blow, and he wrote The Blow Away?
I forgot his name. His name was like author number 28 that asked me to market their book.
I would go back on gluten just to go have beers with you, Guy.
I'll do my best.
Like, let's light it up just to do that.
Shannon, just bring the maple syrup. That's all.
Oh, I'm in, man. You can do maple. You can do maple.
and there's no gluten in vodka either, so
That's filed under just saying.
Well, my sound is breaking up again. I mean, I feel like, you know, I'm in Mars, and every once in a while it tilts, and so I don't get the sound, so I gotta wait for the sun to come around or something.
His internet connection is powered by the Mars rover.
Oh my god! Oh my god! I just read the book The Martian, which is a fantastic book. You guys all gotta read that book. So.
What's that?
The Martian.
I seriously think I think it's the best, most enjoyable book I have ever read in my life. The Martian.
Wow.
All right, I'm on Amazon right now. It's going in my
One
queue.
click.
I'm on
I
Google.
just do the one-click purchase.
I do have one click.
One-click purchase is dangerous.
Going to Google Play Books right now.
Yeah. I need two-step. I need to take that out.
Do you really want this? Yes.
Yeah, you need two-step, and like the second step, it sends you a text message say, "Are you sure you want to buy this?"
Mia's got like all these books. Like she's got all these books she's trying to read right now.
I know, and I just had another one. I'm still trying to fit. Well, Shannon got me on the Gene Simmons book, which is just so fun to read. You know who we're talking about? The Kiss guy.
I think, Mia, I think you should write a gluten-free cookbook for cats.
with their tongues out.
With cats with their tongues out. You know what I need to write it for you guys? Is the dead cat in the box. That's what I need to write. Bob Voss sits here and is There's a little
Rest in
plant.
peace, Bob.
I'm like, yes, rest in peace. And somebody actually was like, oh my God, that really is your cat. I'm like, yeah, that really is the dead cat in the box. Like, for real. He was-
I remember the first time.
Open.
That was the first time I ever experienced a cat in a box. I was dating this one girl, and she says, "Yeah, I'm gonna like I've got Ying in a box." I'm like, "Why do you have a cat in a box?"
That sounded so dirty.
It's the Justin Timberlake connection. It's a cat in the box. It's a cat in the box. Now I have to watch that video.
This is my humor with Mia, like on a daily basis.
Oh, we just
Cat in a box.
Cat in the box, exactly.
Cat in the box.
So
We
did
probably
you get
spent
that
about
out?
20 minutes on the Facebook page of the guy that took the picture of the guy. What's his name? Pat, you're gonna. It's so stupid.
Lars.
Lars from Metallica, and he just superimposes. It's putting Lars's face on everything is the name of the Facebook.
The page is called Lars Ulrich's face on everything.
Lars face on everything. So.
And you know how like drummers always their faces always look like stupid when they're drumming, and they're always like their mouths are open. So they just take that face and they put it on like what was like Homer Simpson, or they'll put they had a whole bunch of them. They had them on like the new Star Wars trailer. They had it on a stormtrooper.
It's really good. Hey, is it The Martian by Andy Weir? Is that what it is? See, I'm telling you, one click, it's gonna happen.
Yes.
Okay.
Guy,
Okay.
you're muted.
Like how he's having that technical.
He's like, this
Unmute.
is no good.
This is a perfect time for you to curse, Guy, because we can't hear you.
Hey, I have a question for Peg and Guy. How do you deal with haters and trollers?
We deal with them differently. Guy sometimes likes to play cat and mouse.
So he enjoys it a little bit, huh?
He actually will, yeah, he will sometimes. He will be like, oh, I can handle this. But he's also really respectful of the fact that he's got like a bazillion followers. So he doesn't like just call people out to call people out. But if people, I tend to, well, there's different kinds of haters. The Google Plus seems to have a little contingency of know-it-all-y types of people.
Where the response is like 50 lines long.
Yeah, and they like to tell you why their thing is the right thing and blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't really have any patience for those people anymore, and I've blocked quite a few of them because you know what, if I don't like what somebody else posts, that's fine. Like, I'm like, you know what, it's fine if I don't post the same thing as you do, but I don't dog on your post or write like, Shannon, you know, how dare you write about cats with their tongues out? You know, look, I don't care. Like, I'm happy that you have a thing that you like, cats with your tongues out. That's amazing. Like, don't dog what other people do is kind of my thing. So I pretty much ignore people unless people, like, when they started trolling Rebecca, then I, like, went and took them down.
Oh, sorry.
You know?
Somebody trolled Rebecca?
Yeah, they trolled Rebecca.
Yeah.
So I was like,
What is wrong with the world? Like, who trolls
I know,
Rebecca?
they started on me, and I was like, you know what, I don't really care what you have to say, so thanks for coming. And then they started Rebecca. I was like, bam, you will not bother my best friend. So then they kind of, so then I called someone out, like literally called their phone and said, hi, I'm calling to tell you that
You're an asshole.
You suck.
you need to stop bugging me on Google Plus because, you know, it's great that you have all your friends, but I don't enjoy it and I'm not going to respond to you anymore. So
The new single written by Peg Fitzpatrick. I just called to tell you, you suck.
I was very nice, but so anyway, the more followers you get, the more haters you get, and it's kind of a sign of that you're doing the right thing. Because if every single person likes everything that you do, you'd be pretty boring, right?
Mm-hmm. That is a sign. Well, let me know when you do get somebody, because I would love to come out and be like, ooh, I will cut a bitch.
Yeah,
Like,
I will be.
It's just you don't even. I'm sure you know them all. It's all the same people, but so Guy actually can talk about. Guy, is your sound on now?
I don't know, is it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so Guy, you can talk about how you deal with trolls, and I love your post on it too. So I'll put a link to that in the event.
Well, I wrote this post about how to identify what a troll is, and this is believe it or not, it's a very complex topic for me because I've noticed that sometimes I get into an argument and I lash out or whatever, and many times, to my utter amazement, they turn out to be really fans, And so they attack me, and then I attack them back, and they said, yeah, but I really loved your book, and then I feel all bad and stuff. So
That's because your fans go for the negative
Fan
attention.
guilt.
They
Yeah,
think that they can just get your attention if they're jerks, but
yeah,
they should
obviously
just
they're
be
right.
nice. I know. If they were,
It's
but
working.
they would also get it if they were nice.
Yeah, but I generally figure that if you're not pissing somebody off, you're not using social media right. And like sometimes I'll just block. I have a one strike rule. Like you piss me off once, I block and delete you and report you. Um,
So you can see who I learned from.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah, I have very low tolerance for bullshit.
I was gonna say, what does piss you off? Like,
Yeah.
what would be? Give me an example of that.
Uh,
No,
Everybody,
no
what
bacon.
not to do.
No bacon on
I think-
pancakes. That's what pisses me off.
I think more than anything else, it's probably misogynism, or if that's a word.
Yeah.
Misogyny.
Like-
Misogynistic behavior.
Yeah, like when people cop an attitude that women should not have any rights or should not be equal or whatever, they're like, I have less than zero. I have negative tolerance for that.
Oh, I like that. Ooh.
Yeah.
Down with that.
And you know, another thing that followers of yours tend to do, guys, when they want to have a conversation, they'll do it on an unrelated post. So
Yeah.
a post will be about like XYZ, and they'll be like, yeah, but what do you think about, you know, women's rights, or like, why aren't you supporting, you know, blah blah blah? And it's like, it's not on topic, so you typically ignore those. And
You know
then
what I
people
always-
are like, you don't respond, and it's like, it's not that you're not responding, you're not in the same conversation.
Yeah.
That's hijacking. Oh, hijacking gets on my nerves.
You know what I always find interesting, because this happens on our radio station's Facebook page, and that people, they hate on the music, and it's like, why do you listen then? Like, why are you listening? Like, I don't understand.
Yeah,
You hate
yeah, yeah.
us
You
so
just
much.
change the channel.
Why do you listen?
It's like I tell people, so what you're telling me is you turn your TV on and it's QVC, and you hate, you know, the Tourmaline ads, but you don't change the station. You're going to call the FCC and tell them to put QVC off the air. Like, change the freaking station. What is wrong with you? I don't. Yeah.
And it's the same for social media. Just follow people. You follow people who are interesting to you. And
Yeah.
if you don't like what someone does, then you don't have to follow them. I mean, there's no, you know, so don't follow them. Don't circle them. There's
I
wanna
there's
know-
other people.
People who handle haters and trolls the best, and I mean, coming from a music background,
Yeah.
it would be the band Nickelback.
Oh,
What did they do?
yeah. They get serious hate, don't they? Like,
They
people
get
just hate
serious
them.
hate, but you
Yeah.
want to know about a band who makes fun of themselves more than anyone else's themselves. They know. They totally get
They're
it.
like, I got to it already. We've already said it. Nice try
Like,
trying
we
to
were-
give us a hard time.
You were trying to be underground before we were already underground and making fun of our own selves. Like, come up with something new.
That's funny.
Hmm.
How do you guys deal with trolls?
I'm kind of zero tolerance as well. I've had some of it in the last year, and I remember actually, you know what it was one of the shows you guys were on about 6 months ago, and you had a troll on there. And guy got into some of the conversation, and then it was just so obvious that this person was, you know, just kind of planted. It was interesting to watch. You guys handled it well, but in general, I'm pretty low. I'm definitely zero tolerance for trolls on my events.
Yeah.
So if anybody comes on, and I had a couple of months ago, I called it a skater punk attack, because it was a bunch of kids that just started talking to one another on my event.
Skater attack.
You know what I mean? I had this vision of these kids on the bike, like, you know, rode skates, and so I just ended up, I engaged a little bit, and then I just deleted and blocked, because you know, we've got you know, audiences, we've got people that's like, you know, if I'm not being an example of zero tolerance, then, you know, just kind of shows up badly. So a lot of delete and blocking.
The thing with that type of trollish behavior, and the one that was on your event before, it's not productive. It's not good conversation.
It's distracting.
They're just out to prove that they think they're smart, and they end up looking very foolish and very immature. You know, and then they wonder why they don't have any clients. I don't know. Why wouldn't anyone hire you? Let me think, because they look at your social media maybe, and they see that you're a fool and that you talk smack about people. I mean, nobody wants to work with that
Who
person.
wants to be around that? That's right.
Yeah.
I get that same thing at the radio station. I mean, it's still kind of it actually really does apply to social media, and it's just like, when people have something trollish to say, I just let them say it, and I go, "Are you finished?" And they're like,
Oh, that's good.
Like, are you
Yeah.
done? Because you clearly had it all pent up more than sexual frustration. So that was way more important for you to let that all out than. Are you done? Okay, well, I gotta go. I'll talk to you later.
Right.
A really, well, an odd story. I think the story is really odd. At a conference that Guy spoke at, there was this one person that just totally went crazy and misquoted Guy and was saying he was a sexist, and which he is definitely not. He is the opposite. He is so awesome to women. I will tell you that. And this person came up to us a year later at the same conference and asked for our pictures with us. And I was like, I knew who she was, and Guy had no idea. And I was like, sure. I was like, I don't care. Take our pictures. And he was like,
You mean you didn't say, didn't you troll me last year?
Which is
no,
the most
I
dumb
totally
comment.
knew who she was. Believe me, I remember everybody's
So
name.
funny.
And she was like, yeah, last year you told me blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, I know. I still think that.
You're like this. I remember.
Yeah, I got you.
Mia's got it.
Yeah,
We
totally
find
got
the
you, crazy
picture.
lady.
Here we
You
go.
especially remember the crazy people.
Hey,
She thought, what was it that she thought that I was insulting women's blog names or something like that?
Yeah. She said that you said that they were all cute, and then she
Right.
thought that was the most offensive thing ever. And this was after somebody who came up to ask a question, and her blog name was Martinis and Minivans.
Right.
I'll
And
make fun of that.
well, martinis already sound cute anyway. It's like that.
I knew I shouldn't have asked her if she wanted to go have lunch at Hooters.
Is that when it went wrong?
That's when it went wrong.
yeah,
Hey, Guy, what is your best fanboy or girl moment? Do you have one? I'm sure you have many.
of him being a fanboy or someone acting like one to him.
How about both?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
We'll start with how about them being fanboys and fangirls.
Well, what makes me most happy, this is how shallow a person I am, is that when I'm out with my kids, my family, and someone recognizes me, it just warms my heart because I know my two older boys are thinking, oh, maybe Dad is not the dork we think he is.
Do you get that one fan that comes up with a Sharpie? He's like, Guy, can you sign my shirt? Sign my shirt.
Although,
He gets it everywhere, Shannon. We were in an airport in like Chile, and some girl came up and she was like, "I saw you speak." It was like we were like in the middle of South America.
But I have to tell you this. There is some risk to this happening because sometimes they come up to me and they, I'm such a fan. I really loved Rich Dad Poor Dad. And I say, well, we look alike and we sound alike, but that's not me.
Sorry. You're like, yeah, I like that book too. I just didn't write it.
Right. So if people don't confuse me for Kiyosaki or Jackie Chan and they think it's me, it's very, very fun.
So wait, who did you have fanboy thing on? Like, who have you met that you were kind of starstruck?
It's not that I'm like, I'm just not that fan kind of guy, right?
I have to tell you guys, Guy just is cool in every situation, and I am the dork in every situation.
So
I'll totally fess up to that. 'Cause when we went to go meet Ariana Huffington, Guy was like straight up like, totally visiting Ariana Huffington. I'm like, oh my God, we're totally in Ariana's like the lobby. Let's take a picture. And Guy's like, cut it out. I'm like, no, really. Let's do a selfie in our office before. And he's like, you're so retarded. But I didn't do that. I was doing that. And they're totally most fun pictures ever because I take like the backseat ones. But Guy is totally cool about stuff. And I have the funniest video on one of my phones when we were at Pinterest and we were in the office when we did our whole geek day, and I was just dying to go to Pinterest, and I was like in the lobby taking pictures with my camera, and I was holding my phone, and I didn't realize that it was recording a video. and my phone's like everywhere, and I'm like, we're at Pinterest. Oh my God, I'm gonna die. We're at Pinterest. And Guy's like, Peggy, come here and sign in. You need to sign in. And I'm like, what? Look over there. It's private counseling book on the table. And he's like, you have to sign in or you can't go in. I'm like, okay. It's like the story. I'm a dork in every situation. I will.
You're like the 13-year-old.
Guy? Is that totally true?
Yeah, it's totally true.
It's true. Google Plus, we're like talking with a Google engineer and guys all serious sitting at the table. I was like running over in between when I was talking to him, doing like selfies on this Google slide. I did like selfies in this selfie booth, and then
you guys could create a Netflix series just based on your guys'
that would
experiences
totally
alone.
And Bane can be on it.
Look, I just found the picture. I was trying to find something that's.
That's
trying to see how much you're like holding it in right there.
That actually, Ariana's assistant took that because Ariana is the classiest person you would ever want to meet. Like if I could be like someone and embody someone, Ariana, most gracious,
she's
best networker. Oh, guy, is she not amazing?
Yeah, she's truly and I did not know her for a while, so I always thought, Republican, how much could I possibly like her, right?
You like Republicans a lot.
But now she's a liberal, she's class.
And she's condoning sleep. You gotta love that.
Yeah, but when you meet her, she just she makes you feel like, she has nothing else in the world to do, and she talks, and she's like, she was like so gracious in that she gave us like signed books. She gave Guy some books for his daughter because she's written a book about. She's written like 19
and then
books,
she says like, oh, Julio, put Guy on Huffington Post Live right now, and 30 seconds later.
Oh, that's right, because she has the little makeup thing too, right? That's what we need, Peg. That's one on our list.
Yeah, she has a studio in the middle of her office that is running all the time with Huffington Post Live. There's a whole wardrobe room. There's a makeup girl on call all the time. Here, Mia, do we need that? I'd say yes.
I think you guys should have it everywhere. You should have it like mobile.
Absolutely. I just need dry bar everywhere I go. If I have dry bar, I am happy.
Well, we just won't go to conferences in cities without dry bars. That's just that's how we roll.
Is there a dry bar there?
You guys roll up with like those big band cases and it's got a wardrobe and what's going on here?
And there's blow dryers in there, every one of them.
And then it's really a meth lab when it says Vominos on it.
You guys think I'm kidding, but Guy was bugging me, I don't know, like a year ago. He was like, you really need to move here. I'm like, well, you do have a dry bar. So that is a selling point. He was like, what are you talking about? You have a dry bar in your town. It's actually really
That's
close
the first
to
thing
your
he
house.
said. You do have a dry bar. And she's clicking on Google Maps.
I know, I'm like, you do. I know where it is from his house. It's very close.
Well, not that I would one having so little hair, but I have no idea what a dry bar is. So
it's a franchise chain, and they only do blowouts. They don't do any haircuts or colors. You just get your hair styled. So as you can see, I have super naturally curly hair that does not always travel well, but when I go to dry bar, it looks amazing for days. So
I would fit in really well there.
You would love it.
Dennis, don't feel bad because for the first year I thought it was called blow bar.
I think always something bad, but it's dry bar.
Now that I can understand.
That you can get behind.
I can get behind that because I think it's
blow bar.
There is a chain that copied their name and does that. But anyway, so dry bar is amazing.
I'm such an incredible.
Let's go.
You girls are so serious about their dry bars, and when Guy said, I thought it was blow bar, my just level of immaturity just kicked in at high levels at that point. I was like, oh God.
So did Sheffy's, obviously.
That's right. Nothing still beat the day we were watching Andy Lyons and our guest brought out a stuffed vagina. So.
Is that so you can express yourself or what?
No, with a plush toy. But it was one of her shows she was doing, and Shannon and I are both giggling back.
Oh my God, yes.
Oh my
goodness. We were
goodness.
totally laughing. Chef and I have the mentality of 12-year-old boys.
They truly do.
And speaking of 12-year-old boys, Nazim Beltran has joined us.
Now, hold back, Chef. Hold back there. The one-liners were flowing today. You guys were like, everybody was like, boom, 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 all over the place.
I got the message. You like, this is flowing like wine. I'm like, you had me at wine.
You're like, fine. It's after being here. And
you had me at wine and blow.
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness.
Guy, I don't know if you've ever met Nazim before, but Nazim is in Milan, and he's one of our friends that we talk to a lot.
Oh, Milan, the city with the most graffiti in the world? That Milan?
Yeah, and the hot model.
Really?
Seriously, Shannon, have you been to Milan?
No.
Every building has graffiti. It's the graffiti capital of the world.
I actually love Milan. Your cathedral is beautiful.
Does it have graffiti in it?
I know.
No, it does not have graffiti. It's gorgeous. I love that central square.
Maybe on the inside they have that fine art graffiti.
No, they do not.
All right, so
Well,
I'm going.
that graffiti is from Michelangelo. But
Yeah, that fine art graffiti.
Yeah.
All right, listen, I'm going in March, and so I'm going to do a ton of selfies, and I'm going to tag you, Guy, and be like, what's up? With the me and graffiti.
Mia, you watch, Mia. You watch. Am I not? Isn't there a lot of graffiti? Seriously.
No, you're right. You're right about it. There is tons of graffiti. Yeah.
I haven't been in like 20 years, so I'm going to go give it the eyeball, see if I can find some cool stuff.
Italian graffiti is really cool, though. They have like good artists. There was one I always remember. It was like "Wake Up Italy." It's like they do like little political.
Yeah, they do political stuff, and it's kind of funny. It's mostly funny all the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be like, Mia, where are you? I'll be like, are you in like East LA or something like that?
No, because she'll have.
What is it?
She'll be like,
When did you?
"Shoes."
Like you're at South
Yeah.
Phoenix. Like when did you show up to South Phoenix and you didn't call me?
Right, exactly. And when did they start running in Italian? But yeah, Peg's right. It's going to be about the shoes.
Shoes. Mia, just leave room. Do not overpack because you will want to bring shoes. And may I say, boots back with you? Mm. My favorite boots I got in Milan, they were €10. They're so amazing.
Really?
Gray short boots. My daughter steals
10 euro?
€10, and I love them. And my daughter constantly steals them. I'm like, you do not take my boots. And she's like, I can't help it. She could help
You
it,
get one
but
of
she
those little,
doesn't.
like the little things for stores so they don't steal them on your
Wait, your boots were 10 euros?
Yeah.
A guy can't get over it.
I've had drinks that cost more than that.
Wow. And they are the cutest. I wish I had them on right now. I'd show you. So, are they under my desk? Nope.
Send me a picture.
I
That's
think I can hide them.
or the dry bar, or what was it?
They don't have dry bars over here, though. No
No,
dry bars.
but you have Kiko. I love Kiko makeup at Kiko Milano.
Yeah.
I got a
My
highlight.
wife's a makeup artist, so she's pretty familiar with all that stuff.
I got to highlight Tanya Lumiere. She's making the innuendos awesome in the chat room right there. She hashtag keeping it real wet. I never
She
dye
did.
my hair.
Well,
I
she
never dye
has-
my hair.
I need to figure out where she finds it. Yeah, and you need to see the one she did where it said, I will cut a bitch, and she has a little hair
Yeah,
scissors
that was a
in
good
there.
one too.
Do you see that? She's got
Yeah.
a little icon with the scissors. I'm going to screenshot that.
Somebody wanted to know what brand of knife you used to cut the bitch. I think that was
I
nice.
saw
That was me.
Maybe we could have Dexter sponsor you, Dexter Knives.
Oh, there it is. I see. I will cut a bitch.
Yeah, biatch.
I will cut a biatch with the scissors.
You met them too.
Too
Well,
cute.
guys, this has been a lot of fun, but we are running close to the end, and I want to give everyone an opportunity to say something, or if they have any calls to action they'd like, or just what they're doing, let us know. Now's the time. So, Guy, anything you'd like to share with us before we go?
Well, just, repeat your posts, ignore the trolls, let it rip. Not if you're in Australia. Let it rip in Australia means go ahead and fart. But
my 12-year-old mentality just kicked right in. I was like, I know what he's talking about.
and have a great weekend, and yeah, what else, Peg? I mean, go to artof.social if for some
Take
reason
your quiz.
if there's a serious note, this was supposed to be to promote our book. We kind of got segued a few times, but That's where the book information is, and have a great weekend. I'm gonna Europe tomorrow, so.
Hey, are you coming over to Italy?
No, I'm going to the Northern Europe.
Well, have a
And London, and you're going to London to do a day of book promotion.
Yeah, next week I'll be in London, Zurich, and Oslo. Yep.
very
That is rough. I like it.
I'll be in Keene, New Hampshire, and then later in the week I'll be in Keene, New Hampshire again.
You be in Keene, New Hampshire later in the week too. You said, right?
Yeah, I may just be here all week.
I'll be here all week.
So it's The Art of Social. We can find it on Amazon. And anything else you'd like to share with us, Peg?
Just thanks for having us, and thanks for all the support of Google Plus all the time, because Google Plusers are amazing. And thanks for all the people who supported our Google Hangout series of power users, which was ridiculously fun. We brought some people over to Google Plus that aren't normally on our platform, and we chose most of those people for that reason. So, you know, to bring in some new people that are in the outside world of social media, to bring them to Google Plus. So thanks for everybody for participating.
It's very nice to see you again. Always a pleasure. And my friend Shannon, nice to see you again. And we don't do this often enough.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much for inviting me. I really do appreciate it. And hopefully we get to come back in. And everyone have a great weekend.
All right. See you later. Bye. Thank you.
Mia,
Oh wait, here's mine.
Oh.
Go buy.
Oh,
Guy.
sorry.
I was like,
He's like,
wait a second,
peace
it's
out.
about you. Go buy Guy and Peg's book so I don't have to answer your questions.
I love it.
And Gary Vee needs to come on my show. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I threw down the gauntlet. There it is.
Threw down the gauntlet.
And it was good to see everybody.
Nazim, thanks for jumping in at the end. It's always a pleasure.
Thanks for the invitation.
And everyone, thanks for stopping by today. And it's always a good day on Google Plus when you get to spend it with your friends. So have a good week, and we'll see you all real soon.
Bye.